Welcome back, you sentient squids, to another exciting day of Let's Play Baldur's Gate. Let's play Evil Luther Edition. Gladstonian Edition. Not even Gladstonian Edition. Whatever. Alright, I'm pretty sure we've done everything we want to do at the carnival today. You know what, let's, just for the kicks, come in here and... Oh, we gotta kill this guy. Alright, so this guy's just... He's just a thief. And he doesn't really have a plot or a story or anything like that. He just walks over and steals a bunch of gold from you, unless you kill him before he initiates dialogue. So you kind of... This is funny because we got rid of Branwen's command spell, which would actually be useful here. We're going to just try to kill him before he speaks to... I'm going to assume it's Luther, who he's going to go towards. Yeah, okay. So we're going to move Luther around a little bit and try to give everyone else a chance to... There we go. Okay, that was what we wanted. We triggered him hostile. Now that he's got a red circle around him, he will not steal from us. And we can indeed pursue him in combat. As you see, no reputation is lost there. He is a thief, and killing him does grant us quite a bit of loot: a healing potion, potion of master thievery, agility potion, and a fair amount of gold. What does this perception potion do? Give you dex of 18. Alright, well, that's something, I suppose. Anyway, we really didn't come in here to fight that thief. I just wanted to do a little gambling. Mostly because it's totally pointless and you're almost guaranteed to lose. But I figured it's what this Luther would do. Lady Timora. A toss of the bones to make your fortune. Double your money on a winning roll. Yeah, we'll wager 2 gold. A winner! You've doubled your coins. Take your 2 gold and I give you 4. Well, alright then. We won. Surely that means that our luck is good and we should keep gambling. I actually think the game is scripted to let you win the first one, and I think you're almost guaranteed just to lose everything after it. So, let's try it again. The game is roulette in its simplest form. You pick your number and you take your chances. One will get you 36 on a winning spin. 36? Crikey. Well, we'd have to be an idiot not to wager 10 gold in 1 to 36 odds. Ooh, I'm very sorry. Next. Well,
thank God.
I'm sure our luck is just needing a little bit of a kickstart here. We'll try it again. Ooh, I'm very sorry. Next. Well. It was rigged to begin with, wasn't it? I wonder if you do really have a chance of winning. I don't know if I've ever sat there long enough and tried for the 1 in 36 odds. I suppose spending 10 gold to get 360 has a certain amount of appeal, but not much practicality, much like gambling in real life. Anyway, I said we were done here. We're done here. We're gonna leave. We've had our fun in the carnival, and we only lost 2 party members. We probably should go raise Edwin before we do his quest. So I mentioned this earlier.
Not go lightly.
By traveling Nashkel, you prevent Khalid and Jaheira, which we don't have in our party, but you also prevent Zar and Montaron. Rest in peace, Zar. F. You prevent Zar and Montaron from getting upset at you for taking too long to get down to Nashkel. Now that we've gone into the city, I believe you just have infinite time with them. Edwin's a different story, though. We need to res him and get down to the Knoll Stronghold right quick before he gets upset at our dithering.
Gather your party before venturing forth.
Yes, yes.
You must gather your party before.
I don't know if we've gone to the temple in the good, the evil run yet.
Thank God, and will not go lightly.
Intrepid adventurers at our door.
Intrepid adventurers at our door. Elden guards over all the realms, and his servants are at your disposal. The Vigilant One stands ready to mend thy ailments, and so divert the unyielding gaze of the Great Guide. For suitable donation, of course. But just to demonstrate our mutual goodwill, you understand. Helm watch over you and our poor lost brother Brage. A finer captain of the guard could nary be found this side of such a strange change for one so devout as he. One does not usually change so drastically without nefarious help. If there be an evil influence on him, perhaps the harsh justice of the military should be stayed. He'll find no quarter at the garrison, but if he comes to the temple, well, his restitution need not be his life. Is there anything I can help you with? Yeah, you can shut up and give us your services. Yes, what kind of services do you provide? We will drop the, 200 gold to raise Edwin? Pricey for a level 2 mage, but it's 100 per level, so what can you do? Would have been cheaper if we just didn't level him up. Anyway, we're evil, and I'm sure we'll just steal it back from someone. Speaking of, we could do the quests here for Brage. I wonder how Oobleck is doing. Hey, Oobleck. Are you still mad that, Actually, I don't know if we ever talked to him after we took his money. Best you stay to your business and go. Let's see here. What do you do here, exactly? I have neither the time nor the will to deal with you today. Yes, he's quite upset. Clearly, Oobleck has figured out that he gave the gold to the wrong person. And is none too happy about it. I don't know if I've ever tried, but I'm sure trying to complete Brage's quests at this point would only result in possibly a non-reward from him. Could be. No, we don't want to go this way. We have to leave from a different side of the map in order to get the Null Stronghold to pop up. We might try south. Maybe we'll get lucky and get a... it's okay.
Not go lightly.
And I can't believe this. We're actually going to go to the store here. We need to get Branwen some armor. She needs to be able to do something in the front line. Probably should give her a actual weapon as well. She's proficient in the Warhammer, proficient in Sling as well, so she's in luck. Sling is good. We have... I love hearing Luther laugh every time. Yeah, we are just the party of slings here. Oh, we should probably give Edwin back his sling. No, character is too far? What? What? They're like walking right next to each other. What are you talking about? It's Rasad who's barreled off in front in order to get himself killed. How long do you think it's going to be before Rasad catches on that we're not exactly on the up and up? I never play an evil party. I think a lot of people don't play evil parties in Baldur's Gate because intrinsically the world is against you when you play it. Like not just the world, but the game mechanics pry against you when you're evil. Shops cost more, your reaction to NPCs are lower. If we get down to a reputation of 4 or lower, bounty hunters start coming after us. Law enforcement starts coming after us. It gets really rough. It is very hard to legitimately play a low reputation party, but we're going to try it. For the first time here today. Well, for the third time. I think this is episode 3, right? You get my drift. Anyway, what were we doing? Enough babbling. Let's get Edwin his sling. Rasad? Do you not have a sling? He does not. We need to get him... We need to get the man a sling. I think Rasad also... No, we went into that last episode. Rasad is just...
This is a trusting
questionable in his weapon proficiencies. With Ninjato and, the Katakana. Does this guy even sell... What am I talking about? We're in Nashkel. We'll be lucky if this guy sells any weapons of exotic nature, which he does not. Surprised he even has Morningstar. Anyway, we're gonna buy a sling for Rasad. Yes, he's not proficient in it, so he'll receive a -1 every time he uses it, but again, a ranged weapon is better than nothing. And Branwen will sport this splint mail that we'll buy for her, as well as a large shield. Helmet, if this guy sells one. He does not. Unfortunate. I feel like the evil playthrough is really kind of funny that I feel like we're struggling a lot more in the evil playthrough to actually outfit the party. What do you mean inadequate strength? What is this? It's a 15 strength to equip a large shield. Branwen, come on, lady. Alright.
Thank God, and will not go lightly.
Apparently we'll have to buy a lower... This is almost the only time you would ever equip something less than a large shield, is if you legit just don't have the strength to equip a large shield. And arguably, if you were building... Like, if we were building Branwen, we would give her 15 strength at the very least. As a... what is she called? The Priest of Tempest? Yeah, as a Priest of Tempest, the ability not to equip a large shield is ridiculous.
I love bloodshed.
It's not an ability, it's a lack of ability. Anyway, she did level up, so we're going to go ahead and run that. Typical to most spellcasters, there's not a lot to do on the level up screen, but we do unlock those sweet, sweet level 2 spells. 3 slots. So jealous. Priest casting classes are always so privileged. They get all their spells, all these slots. It's my mage days. I know we're playing as a fighter this time, but tried and true in my heart in Baldur's Gate, I'm always a mage. Now, why can't she use chant? Can she not? Oh, she can. It's just like the icon is really grayed out. Anyway, she doesn't really need draw upon Holy Might. I mean, it wouldn't be an... Okay, so let's go into some details here. She already has draw upon Holy Power, which is not the same thing, or Holy Power, which is not the same thing as draw upon Holy Might, which gives her an 18 strength. Now, arguably, she could, assuming that it stacks, which I'm actually not sure if it does, but theoretically here, I'm talking about things that I've read that I haven't even discussed. Draw upon Holy Might, as the text would imply, raises your Dex, Strength, and Con by 1 for every 3 levels of the caster. So Branwen's only level 3, so she would get 1 plus 1 to all of these. Now, if that stacks with Holy Power, she would go from 18/100 exceptional strength into 19 strength. Okay, so you're getting a little bit from that, plus the 1 dexterity. Now, you know what? The more I talk about this, the more I'm starting to think, you know, draw upon Holy Might isn't a bad choice, because she's going to get the plus 1 dexterity. That's going to give her an additional chance to hit with ranged attacks, in addition to another point in armor class. Another point in con is going to give her a little bit of extra HP. Draw upon Holy Might might not be the worst choice here. The real issue is that, at least for the moment... Actually, we need to get her a Warhammer if this guy sells one. And I don't think he does. Yeah. Oh! He sells ninjatos! Ninjato. My Japanese is rusty. Okay, well, we could buy Rasad a ninjato.
I am prepared.
He does have 3 weapon slots, so it's not really a big deal. We have a lot of gems. Let's give them all to Branwen, and then we'll just sell them all when we get to her inventory screen. She'll be the loot holder for the time being. We really, really needed Czar's identification spell, but he is gone. He is gone from the game forever. There's no getting him back. And the shopkeeper in Nashkel sure as heck doesn't sell them. Although, I think we can pay him 100 gold a pop to identify things, but that is too expensive. Oh, just giving them back to Monteron. Well, without Czar, we no longer need the daggers. One moment. Alright, sorry about that. Just thought I'd disable Steam pop-ups. Anyway, So we have
Your thing.
we have all these mage robes. Probably they're just simple things like that's probably a robe of cold resistance, maybe a knave's robe. This one looks a little fancy, but that might just be a traveler's robe. Nothing bad would really happen if we equipped them, but I want to identify them before we do. So what advantage would we have of having Rasad equip the Ninjato? Like 1d8. What's the point? It's just a longsword with a different name. Like legitimately 1d8, right? That's right. We got rid of Luther's longsword. I'm sure the shopkeeper sells one.
Business has been poor, what with the iron shortage and all.
Yeah, longsword. 1d8 slashing. Maybe there's a difference there. Slashing versus... Oh, come on. Wait, does he just sell the one Ninjato? Is that it? Alright, I guess we'll have to check it here. Nope, both of them are slashing. They're just the same weapon. Okay, wait, strength of 6. I'm bound and determined to find a statistical difference between these two weapons, friends. Strength required 6. Weight. Alright, we're down to the weight. Weight of 4. We're gonna find this. Weight of 5. There you go. Longsword, the superior weapon. 1 pound lower. Thank you, good night. We can move on with our lives.
Prices are the best south of Waterdeep.
Okay. What do we do? Well, technically, Chartiel is good with darts. Darts are kind of bad, though. 1d3. It's not even a die that's possible. Of course, that's just a 1d6 divided in half, but... Yeah, I don't think we want any of that. Without a Warhammer that this guy sells, I think we're done here. Oh, right, we're gonna sell all this stuff. Oh, we suddenly have our money back. Alright, so, it's not so bad.
Save your thing. Who can resist the mighty strength of Luther?
Let's blow this
Who can
popsicle
resist
stand.
The mighty strength of Luther.
Or some such.
May Auril bestow a frost kiss upon our enemies.
Defrost kiss. What accent even is that? I'm not sure. It's one I have a lot of trouble replicating. Is she Norse? Okay.
And will not go lightly.
We'll go into the new area. It looks like we have our choice of approach from the south or from the east. Let's go this way.
You have been waylaid
Ah,
by
nuts.
enemies.
Alright.
This is a trusty
Aghast. Very dangerous enemy at low levels just due to its ability to paralyze.
Man, I'll do it.
So when we'll need everyone to swap over to their ranged weapons, all attack.
Thank God.
This is standard practice for early enemies in Baldur's Gate 1. Everyone swaps over to ranged weapon, you have one guy dance out of the range anytime he comes close. And eventually we'll take him down.
Save your thing. This is a trusting fellow.
Where's he going? The poor Ghast just did not know who to target. To be fair, the Ghast is has slower movement speed than any normal character that you're going to control, so there's pretty much a 0% chance of him actually killing someone.
Hey, this is a trusting fellow.
Alright, well, we just need to go to the Null Stronghold, so let's just cut across the middle here. No need to get fancy and explore the entire area. I think that's something you can definitely do when you play Baldur's Gate, is explore all of these empty wooded areas. And there's usually like 1 or 2 kind of events that happen in all of them, but a lot of the time, it's not worth it. It's usually better just to do the events if you accidentally run into them like this. Here, Will Doggy. Aw, why won't you come home? Excuse me, I am so sorry to bother, but could you help me? I've lost my little dog, and I can't find him. He's probably ever so scared right now. Sorry, child. I have little time for such a trifling matter. Find your doggy yourself, and quit your bawling. But, as you will, I guess I will have to wait for Rufy to show up on his own. It's so dangerous out. I hope he's safe. Alright, so that is actually not a child. If you're nice to him and go find his dog, you'll find out that his dog is like a not a were, it's like a dire wolf that has eaten someone, and he is like a demon from the Rufy, the child they're talking, was a demon from the ninth plane. Ninth circle, rather. Evil Luther, though, has no time for children, so we won't stop ourselves with such meager matters. Please, kind spirits, a wondrous ancient oak is in peril. It is about to be attacked by two who would defile the majesty of nature. They have avoided my charms and must be stopped before irreparable harm is done. Would you heed my plea? How would Luther react to this? I don't know. You know, he kind of... If you give Dawn your weapon at the end of the evil run, I mean, you know, there is a certain amount of weakness, I suppose, Luther would have in the face of a, you know, quotes, beautiful woman. This is a dryad, and I believe dryads naturally have a large amount of charisma, physical charisma. So perhaps he would be swayed to listen to the cry of this dryad. Although then again, he still could be a bunghole about it. What is my payment for helping you? I don't take risks for free, you know. I have little use or need for treasure you would value. Please, there is little time. Help me? As you wish, though I seldom work for charity. Lead on. And I seldom wish to deal with those of such mercantile persuasion. I thank you regardless. This way. There they are, just ahead. I implore you, do what you must to make them leave.
Thank God, and will not go lightly.
Alright, what do we got here? Crumb and Caldo. Oh, apparently Crumb can't talk.
Hey there, I'm Caldo. This is my brother Crumb.
Great voice line. Leave now, or I'll bust your head. This our tree magic, and any treasure here is ours. Right, Crumb? Yeah. I'm afraid I won't be going anywhere. I'll kindly ask you to step away from the tree and leave the area. Fine. You want a busted head, then you get one.
Who can resist the mighty...
So I actually thought we were going to get more dialogue there. Because
Thank God.
you can get dialogue where you agree to... Because essentially they'll reveal that they are after the Dryad's treasure. And you can agree that, oh, if there's treasure, you can go after it yourselves. Like, you'll work together with them. But apparently we didn't get that option.
Here goes nothing.
Anyway, with both of them using melee attacks, we could utilize the everyone use range attacks and run out of their way strategy. But instead we'll have Luther... Oh! Good grief. What was that? Critical hit, 20 damage. Monteron takes 27 damage. Good gravy. Alright, well, we'll do this without Monteron. My goodness, what's going on here? 18 damage?
Is a trusting fellow.
Rolled an 18. They're rolling high today. Alright, we can't afford to do this strategy. We're going to have to use the range cheese strat. We just simply can't do it any other way. And Caldo has that shield. It's going to make things difficult. We'll throw Bless down.
Who can resist the mighty strength of Luther?
I didn't quite realize that, but everyone was just kind of standing around the entire time Brandon was casting that.
I'll do it.
Going after Sharteal. Man, he keeps switching targets.
Save your thanks. Hey, this is a trusting fellow.
Fine day to die.
Okay, Luther's gonna need to pull back and swap back to the crossbow if he can.
Again, you disturb me.
Yeah, well, we're disturbing you because
Go lightly.
this fight is awful. Wow. Edwin lived from a hit from Crumb. That's impressive. Okay, finally.
And will
Good
not go lightly.
grief. Edwin needs way better magic than Color Spray. We just, unfortunately, don't have much available here. We have Chill Touch, which just isn't worth it. Creatures punch for 1d2 fist damage. Must make a saving throw. Okay, so there's the confirmation. Fists aren't 1d3, they're 1d2. Must make a saving throw spell, suffer 1d8 damage. Or receive a -2 Thaco penalty for 5 rounds. Yeah, it's just... it's not good. Because the wizard... non-living creature... Yeah, so the wizard has to make a successful melee attack in order for Chill Touch to even apply in the first place. That's just not going to happen, especially against armored targets. And even if they do, the only thing that happens is 1d8 damage plus the 1d2 fist damage. So it's almost like a 1d8 plus 1 or plus 2. And the target receives -2 Thaco. It's so minor. Like, it's crazy, because Color Spray is nearly as useless, but it's somehow more usable than Chill Touch. Because we don't want Edwin that close to anyone to begin with.
If I must.
Anyway. We'll have to pick up all of Montron's gear.
My actions.
Oh, and Edwin is not strong, so he can't carry all this.
Your wish? Silule guides my hand.
And it looks like our friends, Caldo and Crumb, dropped a healing potion, a rather nice club, an unidentified belt, some gold. We'll make use of that at some point. Hey, lady, you better make this worth it. We lost a friend because of this.
My tree is in such pain.
I thank you, though grudgingly. Perhaps I have something to give you, though it is not much. Please, leave me to fix what damage was done. Alright, she gives us a potion of healing. That's it? Oh, we gotta fix this.
Your worthless lives end here.
Hopefully we can get enough gold to replace... Oh, she unspawned before we could get her. Unfortunate. Certainly not worth the cost of investing the life of a party member who's going to cost another 200 gold to res.
The mighty strength of Luther.
Oh well. We'll need to sleep. Branwyn will heal Edwin, as well as Luther. Looks like a bunch of Flines have found us. We really need Edwin to no sleep. We're gonna run from this. Flines, not really that dangerous. But unless we get a nice Color Spray maybe here. Problem is Sharteal's in the way. Alright, we'll keep moving everyone and then maybe pull Edwin back. Oh, they're all going after Sharteal. Alright, so there's a restriction on Color Spray. It doesn't work on certain creatures. The restriction is 1d6 creatures within the area are affected. All creatures in the area that have 4 hit dice or less. So it only affects things of 4 hit dice or less. I'm gonna assume Flines have 4 or less, or hope, rather. Well, we got one of them. Oh. Cool. Cool.
Hey, this is a trusting fellow.
Turns out hard mode is actually hard because
Thanks. Hey, this is a trusting fellow.
the damage is quite high.
Save your thanks. Hey, this is a trusting fellow.
I think we are just gonna have to straight up run from that. Oh, great. Wretched fortress! If you go there, go to conquer. We'll take No orders from a lowly knoll. Now prepare to meet your hell. Die then, wretched pinklings.
And will not go lightly.
Actually, we're not. That was all talk. We're going to leave now. Well, then there were 4. We're gonna have to go back, actually, to get...
Do you seek enlightenment?
No! We seek our friends to stop dying! Rasad, why are you not the one biting the bullet here? Do you seek enlightenment? Not now, Rasad. Alright, question is, should we go back for Edwin's gear? Yes, we should.
Thank God.
Alright, let's go
Who can
back.
resist the
Yeah, how do we end up here?
Ooh, I'm tired.
Oh no, we went the wrong way.
This is a trusting fellow.
Oh man, I hope it didn't despawn.
And will not go lightly.
Yeah, it despawned. Right kettle of fish we're in right now. It probably despawned the moment we traveled to the Null Stronghold. So, items take about, I think it's 24 hours to despawn if they're on the ground. Regardless, it was clearly enough time for Edwin's gear to disappear.
I am Silule guides my hand.
And will not go lightly.
That's fine, though.
And will not go lightly.
It is a fine day.
We have no real reason to fight this, so I think we're just gonna leave again. We don't really gain anything from it. The EXP from it is minimal at best. So how do we do the Null Stronghold with just 4 people? Luther himself could probably do the entire Stronghold himself.
Men are pathetic.
Chartiel is definitely going to be a strong backup archer with the deck she has, proficiency in short bow.
I look forward to your instruction.
Mirasad might as well do the same thing. I think we're going to have to do this treating the other 3 characters as if they're exclusive archers, and we'll just use Luther as the main tank.
Me now. Me hunger. Stop. You go nowhere. This our bridge. You pay to walk it.
Yeah, you pay 200 gold for all heads, or lose all heads. Isn't 200 gold a little steep? I mean, do I look like I have that kind of coin? Okay, maybe 200 gold too much. Maybe you pay 100 gold. Yeah, 100 gold for all heads, or lose heads. Pretty good deal. Still too much, I think. I'd rather just take the long route. Your head's so done, you not miss it. Yeah, we kill you and take your stuff, and get gold anyway, dumbhead. Well, 2 fancy Ogrillians are guarding the bridge here. Ogrillians, with their massive strength, can be quite the problem. And with our recent track record, I doubt we'd have much success against them. We're going to wiggle Luther back and forth like this to try to confuse the AI as much as possible. And we're going to try to hope that the ranged weapons from the rest of our party are enough to take them out.
Who can resist the mighty strength of Luther?
I look forward to your instruction.
Looks like
This is
Gnarl is nearly dead, so hopefully this will work. Okay, Gnarl's down. Now we just need to take out the other one.
and will not go lightly.
This is just the equivalent. Luther is just dancing around him at this point. This is great. Alright, so unfortunately that party has to end because we're running out of bridge. Looks like a critical hit, though, from Luther is more than enough to take him down. Alright, so that got some things that are going against us, but that went pretty well.
Why? Name your price.
Wait, why did he say that? Luther, for some random reason, said, name your price. Alright, a lot of potions, a lot of gear here. A lot of this is probably not great. I think that's it, though. These gauntlets will raise someone's dex to 18. Who is the lowest dex? Who is in need of this? I mean, Edwin. I think either Edwin or Branwyn. I know Branwyn would only get those 2 points, but that's 2 extra AC. But yeah, I think we give it to Edwin. Or, what am I saying? Not Edwin. No, I was saying Edwin. We are able to check his stats even though he's dead. He's dead. Yeah, I guess we'll just hold on to him for now.
And will not go.
Oh, right, we had our dream sequence in the last episode. So Luther now has the ability to cast Larlock's Minor Drain. That comes from having lower reputation, getting the Evil Dream. So it's 2 things we want to do while we're here at the Null Stronghold. Well, 3 if you count not dying. One of them is rescue Dynahair. The other is acquire the Tome of Leadership, which will raise our charisma permanently by 1.
Your wish, Silure guides my hand.
Thank God. And will not go lightly.
The Null Stronghold is going to be a little tricky because we don't have Edwin. Edwin's Color Spray spell would be at least somewhat usable in these circumstances with a bunch of low hit dice monsters all grouped up together.
Who can resist?
As it stands now, though, we have to rely nearly exclusively on Luther to
Save your thanks. Thank God.
prevent the party from just getting overwhelmed here. But it's not going to be easy.
Save your thanks.
I understand.
Thank God.
And it's going to require just a lot of kind of dancing around with the AI.
I look forward to your instructions.
And will not go lightly.
Realistically, if we were playing this super seriously, we would have sleep by now. I think I already said that, but I can't understate how strong having sleep is as a wizard. Even just one sleep spell can drastically change the outcome of a fight like this.
This is a trusting fellow.
I am prepared. I understand.
Thank God. And will not go lightly.
Come on, guys, you fire these arrows. Alright, let's cast Larlock's Minor Drain. Maybe we can take one of these things out.
Save your thanks.
We'll have Luther tank for just a second here. I really want to get this Knoll taken down. With 3 Knolls, there's not a lot of a chance of us being able to run past them. But with just the 2, we can run past them across the bridge if we really have to. Chartil might have to engage this one for just a second. Okay, good. Alright, so I think we're going to try to just run past them across this bridge. And then we'll about face. Actually, we could try to flank them here.
Thank God. That would, of course, be neat.
If it bleeds, okay.
The ladies are stuck on the other side of the bridge, and we'll need probably to run around this guy that's chasing them.
Come out.
Nope. Yeah. Good grief, 21 damage. That's insane. Alright. Luther got a decent hit on the Knoll, so I think we're going to be good now.
Thank God. That would, of course, save your thanks.
We'll need to swap everyone back over to their ranged weapons.
Thank God.
Huh. That was just the first group of Knoll slashers.
Hey, this is a trusting fellow.
In all seriousness, we might need to go back and bring back Edwin. I'm amazed that even a level 3 fighter is struggling here. It's probably largely just due to the fact that we're still in splint mail. If we had grabbed the Ankheg armor, well, and then again, some of our characters were fatigued, so they were getting a -1 per hour that passes beyond their fatigue. So that wasn't helping, I'm sure. Let's go ahead and rest again. One more time. And while we're here, let's go ahead and get rid of Remove Fear. We're not going to run into anything that's casting fear on us, and we'll go ahead and learn another Cure Light Wound spell, and that will just kind of speed up the process of healing while we're sleeping. Now, all of these Null Slashers spawned in because we rested. They aren't scripted to be here, so we're going to, a little cheesily, move from one location to the next, and that will despawn them.
Some rest is in order.
We'll have to sleep because the journey took a day or so. Looks like we're being assaulted by Zarts while we tried to rest. Zarts are something that we should be fine at tanking against with Splint Mail. These guys really shouldn't be too terribly dangerous.
Is that your thing? Save your thing.
I am prepared.
We'll even have Rasad pull out his Ninjato here.
Thank God.
A lot of misses going on.
Whatever you got, I want. Save your thing.
Men are perfect.
I look forward to your
Thank God. That would have
We are getting some gold and a scroll of Shocking Grasp. Unfortunately, that spell has many of the same problems that Chilling Touch has. I'm amazed. Has Rasad managed to hit anything this entire time? What is he rolling here? Rasad takes 4 piercing damage. Rasad, attack 10-1. Yeah, it doesn't look like he's had much success. Who knew hard mode was going to be so hard? Oh well.
Thank God.
Alright, we should be in at least enough decent amount of a state in order to continue our adventure in the Stronghold. Now, this is the path that will not lead us to the Tome of Leadership. That's okay, we'll just deal with that. And these are regular gnolls, so they're going to be a lot easier to handle than the slashers from before. In fact, Luther, I'm pretty comfortable with just putting Luther up in front. We'll have the rest of the party throw things
I love bloodshed.
I am prepared.
while this fight goes on.
Resist the mighty strength of Luther.
Oh, that one up front decided to go for our back line. That's unfortunate.
Thank God.
We might just be able to kite it out. Oh no, okay, there he goes against Luther again. Yeah, he keeps trying to go for our party back here. I wonder if that's part of the improved what the what? Hold up. What's going on here? What? Where did those guys come from? We literally just walked up here. Alright, so what does happen in Baldur's Gate is there are certain locations that are spawn zones for enemies. I don't understand exactly how it works, but there's a chance at certain points on the map that random enemies will spawn in. I believe it is also somewhat dictated by time passing in the game. So I think what happened is we walked up here, time passed, the game rolled some dice and decided, yep, we're going to spawn some monsters in there. And so effectively it looked like we just got ambushed.
And will not go lightly.
I am prepared.
Who can resist the mighty strength of Luther?
I look forward to your instruction.
Save your thing.
This is kind of turning into a fantastic comedy of errors.
The mighty strength of Luther. And will not go lightly.
I am prepared.
Save your thing. Thank God.
I think we can take these guys out though. It's just going to take a little while.
This is a trusting fellow.
I shall commit to the task.
So we keep repositioning Luther, and that's mostly just because we're trying to get the enemy gnolls to all bunch up. And if they're bunched up and trying to move past each other, they're not attacking Luther. It's why we keep falling back. It's a pain to micro all of this, but
Whatever you got,
it's just it is kind of our only saving grace at this point, especially when 4 gnolls appeared behind us.
and will not go lightly. Thank God. Who can
We don't have all these problems in the good playthrough. I can't remember, but I think our party is properly outfitted in the good playthrough. I don't even think anyone's died yet. No, wait, Khalid died in the good playthrough. That's funny. Okay, well, just with 3 nulls, I'm comfortable with keeping Luther here. I think we're going to be fine now. The gnolls keep trying to break away and target our back line. I don't remember them doing that, although I might have just not ever paid enough attention. Good gravy. Alright, before more things decide to spawn in, we're gonna... Oh, come on. Alright, well, the same thing just happened up here, where another group of gnolls have decided to spawn in because too much time has passed. It's getting a little crazy.
A new god rules this planet now.
Nope. Why'd you move forward?
Save your thanks.
We are getting paid.
Thank God.
Little by little, we're gonna earn all the money we need to resurrect our friends. Woo!
Save your thanks.
That one got give. Yikes! One of the gnolls' weapons broke. Yeah, I keep forgetting Rasad has his Holy Sun ability. We probably should use that. Alright, let's continue to press on. Heaven forbid we run into more gnolls. Branwen should probably heal Luther. And again, what is that, a 1d8 on Cure Light Wounds? I think? Oh no, just 8. Nice.
Thank God.
Alright, that's enough for the time being. Now, with these really cramped walkways, we're gonna have Luther walk up first, because he alone can probably form... If we just have him stand right there, he can probably stop all of these gnolls from coming down. And the rest of the party can throw things up the stairs. Nope! We need 2 people to block that. Oh, and Luther's stuck. This isn't good. Now's a good time to use that sun... What is it called? Sun Soul Ray. And Luther will also use his Lorlock's Minor Drain. We need to obliterate this guy on the stairway so that Luther has enough room to run backwards. Maybe we can block the stairway right here where he is now. Now, why does Rasad keep... Rasad keeps trying to run up the entire stairway to attack from a distance. Yeah, okay, this is the sweet spot. We're going to be able to hold them all back here. Only about, well, looks like 3 of them are able to attack Luther at once, but 3 is better than, 5 or 6. Although he tried to move forward to pursue that other one, so we need to pull him back.
That would of course be me. Save your thanks.
I'm sorry, ever since we fixed the selection noises, Luther feels just so much more alive.
That would of course be me. A new god rules. Come out, you coward.
Alright, so that come out, you coward, I believe is what Luther says when he gets a critical miss. Which is great, because it flavors the critical miss less that he missed, and more that the enemy is running away from him. It's beautiful. Lepcis did a really good job choosing the lines for the dialogue. Anyway, I feel like we're getting a handle on this situation. I say that, and then 4 blue men come from nowhere and attack us. But I feel like we're kind of slowly making ground here, and it's been consistent ground. We haven't lost a party member in a while. We've been able to get by fairly well. We have gone from having what we had, like, I almost want to say like 400 gold when we left Nashkel. around there. So we've probably made about 200 gold. We're getting to a point where we will be able to comfortably res our party member. Now there's a lot of gnolls right here. And so what we're going to do is, same story as before, we're going to pull a couple of them forward. We're going to have Luther take advantage of the choke point here. And we'll just slowly draw them in. There's a couple of flyings there, as well as a gnoll veteran. So we're going to have to be particularly careful how we do this. And I don't know why everyone decided to run up the stairway, but whatever. Maybe we can throw everyone back here, and we'll just have Luther draw them into this area. Because there's a lot of room to move around in this area compared to choke points of the stairways. Unfortunately, we gathered both of the gnoll veterans at once. We much would have preferred to only draw one out at a time. Did we get just the one? Nope. Oh, and another gnoll along with it.
Thank God. That would of course.
Stairs are starting to look a lot more safe now, but the problem is we can't really have Luther stand and let two gnoll veterans attack him. I do not trust his armor class enough. So instead, we're going to play Ring Around the Rosie here. Hopefully the AI does not go after our backline. The moment I say that, they do.
This is a trusting fellow.
So now we're going to have Chartil join in the dance. Okay, good. That one that was chasing her is now going to leave her alone. They go again. Or that one veteran. So we need to get Rasad with a melee weapon. I think we're going to have him test his luck by fighting in melee range just a little bit, because that veteran is almost dead. There we go. Back to the sling, and the dance continues. And the slasher is after Chartil again. Maybe we can get his attention with Luther. Did Luther's weapon break? Oh yeah, we lost a bastard sword somewhere along the way.
Who can resist the mighty strength of Luther?
The veteran's now after Rasad.
Who can resist the mighty?
That's actually a really good... Sorry, I don't know how many times I've said that's actually. But the veteran going after Rasad wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. With Rasad's bonus movement speed as a monk, it's one of the few times where it would play very much in his favor.
This is a trusting fellow. Who can resist the mighty strength of Luther?
Alright, going after Branwen. Branwen is our character with the highest armor class after Luther. So she's not the worst choice either. It's mostly just Safana and Rasad that we really can't afford.
Save your thanks. Thank God.
Oh man, Luther's other bastard sword broke. That is not good. Like, in any way. We lose the shield, as well as the proficiency bonuses. This just got a lot harder. Oh man, what do we do? I think we're going to need to throw Luther the short sword from Montaron, just so he can have the shield and the melee weapon. So if you have a ranged weapon, I believe the way it works, there's a Thaco trade in there somewhere, where either like you receive a really big penalty to hit, and or an enemy receives a very big bonus to hit you if you have a ranged weapon while they're attacking you with a melee weapon. So it's very important we give Luther a melee weapon, not just so he gets the shield, but so that he also avoids that penalty. If we can take out this gnoll, we'll only have one target to run around, which will be just significantly easier than the troubles that we've been encountering now. It's also another reason why Sling is a very nice ranged weapon, because you can wield a shield while you have the sling, as you see our characters, well, character who has a shield is able to do. This is gonna end eventually. You know, I'm doing a bad job of maneuvering Chartil here.
Save your thanks. Thank God. This is a
I guess Luther will try his luck with the short sword against the gnoll. I don't expect great results here. These guys just really need to get this last hit on the knoll. Finally. Alright, now the veteran stands to fall. It's gonna be frustrating to do it, though, without a Bastard Sword. It's gonna take quite a bit longer for the rest of the party to land a hit. Even if Luther does land a hit, which I think he just did. Yeah, we're only dealing 4 piercing damage. We go from a D8 down to a D6, so 2 less potential damage right off the bat. Although he still should be getting the strength bonus damage.
This is a trusting fellow.
I don't know why I pulled Luther back there. I'm getting the party members mixed up. Okay. We're in a good spot now.
Save your thanks.
Gosh, why? I don't remember the AI going after ranged fighters so much. I wonder if that's an addition in hard mode. Certainly makes you have to play Hotfoot a lot more. Whew. I think we managed to do that entire fight without anyone taking damage. Crikey. And the party is not even close to being over.
And will not go lightly. Whatever you got, I want.
I hate to say it, but it's just more of the same from here. We have to chew our way through this horde of gnolls in order to get to Dynahair. Wait, why are we getting Dynahair? Edwin isn't even here. Oh, what am I thinking? We gotta go res Edwin. It's not an option anymore. We're just gonna leave. That's so sad. Oh no! Luther, don't be a hero. Okay. Assuming that no new gnolls decided to spawn on the walkway, we should be fine. Yeah, this quest is totally pointless to do without Edwin.
That would of course be me.
We could find Dynahair and talk to her, but wouldn't it be as fun? So sadly, I think we are going to reform Monteron here. It was fun having the 2 evil dudes on the team for the time being. But unfortunately, we just don't need Monteron because he's got this weird split between being a thief and being a fighter. Well, we already have a better thief in Chartil. We already have a better fighter in Luther. So his split does not help us.
Who can resist the mighty strength of Luther?
We still want Edwin, though. I wonder if we could go to... What I'm worried is I don't know if the timer ticks down while he's dead. I kind of want to go see if we can go to High Hedge and maybe purchase a sleep spell. I feel like that's what we need to do. We really burned a bridge by kicking Zara off. Because the problem is, if Edwin gets angry at us, we're down evil wizards basically until we find TX. Even, or Quail. Quail? I suppose we could still recruit him, though. I think TX might be on this side of the bridge. Or is he on the other side? I can't remember. You know, I bet we can do it. I bet we can do it without sleep. We've been doing okay so far. Not amazing or anything, but we've managed to at least live. I bet with Edwin's color spray we can make it work. Now, of course, if... So when I talk about counter, I'm of course talking about the counter that ticks down, that tracks the number of days before Edwin gets upset that you haven't gone out and found Dynahair. Now, if the counter that ticks down for Edwin doesn't tick down while he's dead, then all of this is a moot point anyway. But because I don't know, and I really wanted to make an effort to reload as little as possible, at least in Baldur's Gate 1, that might change in Baldur's Gate 2. Much less familiar with that one. We'll go ahead and play this out like it has been. Or rather, what I'm trying to say is I don't want to travel to High Hedge, res Edwin, and then have to reload the game. Edwin, this is like the second time with you, buddy. Uh-oh. Yeah, alright, I think this is confirmation. I think the timer does count down while he's dead. I have hired you for a purpose, and expect results. If the witch is not found and dealt with soon, I shall be forced to sever our relation. Gladly, I should think. Alright. We are gonna have to get Dinah here pretty quickly then.
Is a trusting fellow.
Which means we're gonna need to go light on the
Who can resist the mighty strength of
sleeping.
Luther?
Which I think means... I can't believe we're gonna do this. We're gonna pay this priest to heal Edwin. Which is something you realistically just never need to do. I think we might also see if we can invest in a couple healing potions, if this guy has them. Ooh, we could try and steal. Ah, dang it, Montron is dead. He's the one we gave all the pickpocket skills to. Points, too. Potions so expensive, 135. This guy's charging an arm and a leg for them because we're evil.
Save your thanks.
Alright, we'll buy 2 potions and then move on. That's probably enough to get us through.
And will not go
Hopefully the time it takes to travel to the Knoll Stronghold won't be so much to the point that
My training did not prepare me for such extended...
Edwin gets angry at us anyway. I think it's a day's journey at least to get to the Stronghold. We really need to book it. At worst, we could cloak Rasad. Or do we have Montron's invisibility potion? No, we must have missed it. Curses. Yeah, we could have drank in the invisibility potion and then just walked over and talked to Dinah here, avoiding all of the gnolls. That's still not off the table. Again, with Rasad, it's not the greatest idea ever, and extracting Dinah hair might be difficult. Oh, the journey is 52 hours.
The mighty strength of Luther?
Yes, we're probably running the clock out a lot here. We really need to rest. These characters have gone 2 days and 4 hours without sleeping. But I just don't want to risk Edwin becoming upset. So we're going to see how far we can get even fighting through the fatigue. Oh, there's the body of poor Montron. Oh dear. It looks like the scripted enemies that are on the walkway aren't here, which is nice. The scripted enemies up here should also stay dead. What I'm worried about is more of those gnolls just deciding to spawn in because they can.
You are so irritating.
No! Alright, so I think those ones may be ones that spawned in because they appear to all be regular gnolls. We should be able to play the stairway game like last time because they are just regular gnolls. Why did I not buy... Oh, hang on. Why did I not buy a bastard sword from Mother Hubbard? Okay, we are going to reload on that. I got distracted when I got random texts out of nowhere. Let's go ahead and buy that bastard sword now that we're here. We'll take a mulligan on that. I think that's fair. Yeah, this iron shortage is pretty frustrating until you can find some magic gear. It's kind of the first time I've played the game actually spending money to resurrect people. Usually, and I think most people probably do this, usually you just reload if somebody dies. I thought we'd give it a shot this time, trying to play legit. It's definitely a lot harder. Just the amount of money you need to spend resing characters if you're not careful is pretty tough.
Been poor, what with the iron shortage and all.
So how many bastard swords should we buy? I feel like we almost need to buy like 50. It's hyperbole, of course, but anyway, we'll sell the gems that we found. That should at least help. Okay. He has 4. I'm almost tempted to buy all 4 of them. 180 gold is so much money. Yeah, I think we are going to buy them, though. It just really is... It really takes Luther out of the
Who
action
can resist the
if
mighty
he doesn't
strength of
have
Luther?
a weapon.
Who can resist the mighty strength of Luther?
Okay, we should be far better off now. And this time we'll make sure Edwin is in the back.
You have been waylaid by
This is a new enemy.
My
We're just
training
gonna
did
avoid
not
them.
prepare me for such
Again, you
extended
this my actions are yours.
activity.
I thought we were gonna avoid them.
Savior and will not go lightly.
Okay.
Thank God. And will not go lightly.
If it be really?
Nice.
Savior, thanks. Thank
Alright, we'll pull Edwin, or sorry, we'll pull Luther way up here.
You are so.
And then we'll have the party follow.
and will not go lightly.
What is it now?
Oh, you know, Edwin also doesn't have his sling, the poor guy. He was probably trying to fight fisticuff style with those gnolls. Alright, that should be much better.
Savior, thanks. Who can resist the mighty strength of Luther?
Your way, Cellule guides my hand.
Again, you disturb me.
Great,
Thank
great.
God. Who
More
can
walkway
resist the
gnolls.
mighty strength of Luther?
That's fine, we should be able to get through them.
Here goes nothing.
You are so.
I understand.
What? My actions are
I look forward. I shall commit to the task.
Again, you dis my actions are yours.
Playing Keep Way is a little more annoying this time,
I cannot risk your
but it
surviving
seems
your
like
future.
Luther is just having a heyday over there, so I think we're gonna be okay.
Again, as directed.
Your wish?
Your worthless lives end my actions are yours.
Hey, Luther, keep attacking.
Who can resist the mighty strength of Luther?
I am prepared. Cellule guides my hand.
If it okay.
Really does kind of put into perspective, though, how strong a properly classed fighter is in the early parts of Baldur's Gate 1. Probably largely even in Baldur's Gate 2. Fighters
Who can resist the
do
mighty strength
their
of
job, which is deal damage to other things.
Savior, thanks. Thank God. Who can resist the mighty strength of Luther?
Alright, hopefully... Okay, same as before. You know, we didn't even need to play the stairs game. He seemed totally fine holding his own against those gnolls from earlier. I think we'll just... Oh my goodness. But the AI still keeps going at... Good grief! Come on! Leave our backline alone! How dare you have intelligent AI? We are going to have to choke point on the stairs. Not because Luther is in danger, but because it's the best way he can keep the back line safe.
Again, you disturb me. Your worthless lives end here.
I shall commit.
Ah, they still went around him.
You are as directed.
This is really frustrating.
Your wish?
This is giving me flashbacks from when I played Dragon Age.
I shall commit to the task.
And so if you didn't know, in Dragon Age, there is a very part of the game aggro mechanics.
Trusting fellow.
And I wanted to play a DPS mage,
Thank God.
and turns out that's a terrible way to play Dragon Age, because it's a great way to have every single enemy in the game ignore you, or sorry, ignore your party, and go straight for you in every fight. Most of my experience playing Dragon Age was casting a spell and immediately watching my mage die. It was a very miserable experience.
Is that your best?
Wait, did Luther say that when he got hit? Oh, that's great. That's great. The gnoll rolled a critical hit. Luther took 7 damage and then taunted the gnoll. That's fantastic.
Disturb you if I must.
Alright. We are going to heal Luther with Branwen's last spell. Again, everyone is fighting through a lot of fatigue here. I'm surprised and a little confused that Luther hasn't gotten any fatigue. I'm not sure I understand how that has even managed to happen, but it's allowing him to fight at full capacity at least.
Thank God. Save your thanks.
Show you justice.
Now, something we can do here is scoop Edwin up and maybe get a lot of their attention all at once. Now, this is a little risky. Okay, but they're all gonna group up. We'll just have him cast color spray right here. I know this is what got him killed last time, but I think it's worth it. Yeah, look at that. That's nice. We're gonna do that again. No, we're not. Alright. So instead of having the ranged fighters attack
This is a trusting fellow.
the moving Knoll, we're gonna have them attack. Well, but then again, those Knolls are blocking. So okay, sorry. Let's discuss this really quickly. We're in an interesting situation because these two Knolls are unconscious and will block any other Knolls from walking through here. So for the moment, we are only finding this one Knoll veteran. The problem is that spell, that color spray spell, isn't going to last forever. How many turns is it? Duration, instant, 40 hit dice, render, 5 rounds. It's only 5 rounds is not a long time. And these are veterans and chieftains. I think we attack them. I think even if we kill them and the Knolls come through, it's worth it. Because while something is unconscious or frozen, etc., etc., there is a guaranteed chance that you will hit. And because, wow, going after Edwin. Anyway, there's a guaranteed chance you'll hit. Well, which is just going to be really huge against these chieftain and veterans. Now, this chieftain is badly injured. We're going to swap over to the veteran because, again, the longer... Whoa! Look... Too many things happening all at once. The longer we take before we kill one of these, the better, because it prevents them all from coming through. That being said, looks like Luther rolled a crit, 16 damage on that slasher. So the slasher goes down. I didn't expect that to happen. So we're in a very good position here. Yeah, we'll actually stop attacking the veteran and we'll attack the chieftain now. And there we go. This is working out very, very nicely. See the difference that just a single color spray spell can give to the party. And I begrudgingly say this. I begrudgingly say this because I always want to play a DPS mage. But I'm starting to think that in Baldur's Gate, and unfortunately Dragon Age, but in Baldur's Gate, you should leave the fighting to the fighters and have your mages, especially low-level mages, predominantly focus more on a utilitarian role.
And will not go lightly.
What? Okay, did that Knoll just spawn in out of thin air, or was he hidden by the Fog of War? I'm gonna assume he was hidden by the Fog of War, because otherwise my brain isn't gonna make sense of any of this. We're in a weird spot because the AI pathing had Edwin and Shard's heal go down into this pit, and they don't seem to be able to move through Luther. So we're gonna have to kill these Knolls before they can get out of this pit. They're stuck in this pit right now. That being said, this is at least a decent choke point, or it was, until that Knoll decided to go down the stairs, and now I am very, very frightened for Edwin's life again. What can we do to prevent this? We could have him cast armor if we had a lot more time to do it. I think we need Shard's heal to somehow get in front of him. Oh, well, he's focusing on Luther again. Okay, now we have enough time for Edwin to cast armor. One of the very few times where an armor spell is actually usable. Most of the time you just shouldn't have your mage in melee range anyway.
Whatever you got, I want.
Now, what's his AC now? It's a 6? That doesn't seem right. Oh, maybe that is all it is. Sheesh, no wonder he's dying so quickly. Because armor should give him a +4, I believe. Yeah, because it lowers your AC to 6. And he has no dexterity bonus, which is why he's getting hit so much. So Edwin is kind of a liability in the whole physical defense department.
Give us victory!
Anyway, we seem to be okay now. It was a little touch and go there for a moment when we got trapped in the pit. Seems like there's another knoll right there. Could try to do the color spray thing again. We'll give it a shot. There's only 2. Nope, we don't need to do it. As long as they focus on Luther, we don't need to worry about this.
Can you disturb me?
Again, you disturbed me.
My actions are yours.
Pull everyone back. That should reset the aggro. They're all focused on Luther. Oh, man. Alright, Rasad can hopefully run circles around this one. Nope.
Okay.
I mean, he was successful, but the Knoll just keeps swapping targets.
Again, you disturb me.
If the AI was updated in hard mode, I love it because it's not letting me stick to my old cheap tricks. I mean, they work still a little bit, but you have to work a lot harder to get them to work. There's a lot of work in that sentence.
Save your thanks. Thank God.
Huh. Alright, Dynahair, you have to be close. I know you're in one of these pits.
You are so irritating.
I didn't even expect to be recording this long, but I felt like we have to find Dynahair, right? Ah, finally. Wait, who's attacking Branwen? Branwen, where'd you... Branwen, why? No! Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Branwen is going to hightail it this way. Meanwhile, Edwin is going to talk to Dynahair. Thine assistance is most appreciated. 'Twas a dastardly fate thou hast saved me from. Why do you stay the killing blow? Kill her! I see bravery was not all that motivates thee. I take it that I am rescued from one death, to die by another then? How can the cause be just? I urge caution. The likes of him are best kept at a pole arm's length. Listen not to the witch's lies. We had a deal. Put aside his paranoid goals. I make a far better friend than an enemy. A deal is a deal. It's nothing personal, but now you must die. An unfortunate decision. Pardon me while I put up a fight. Yeah, well, sorry, Dynahair. Dynahair.
You are so irritating.
I don't know how much of a fight you'll put up. Especially after being colored sprayed into unconsciousness. This is just going to, at this point, be killing an unconscious woman. Alright, and she's dead. What's even funnier is Rasad dealt the killing blow. I can't help but feel that he would not agree with that action. But yeah, unfortunately a lot of the quests, especially the character quests in Baldur's Gate 1, kind of work like that. You just do them, and there's not really any conclusive dialogue. Edwin will now properly follow us around, but it's not like he'll be like, oh, you killed the witch, thank you, or anything like that, or, you know, I don't know, any of the normal things Edwin might do. But essentially we have unlocked him as a full-time party member now.
Savior, hey, this is a trusting fellow.
This isn't great. Branwen is very separated from the party. I'm hoping that we can get everyone over here to save her.
Is a trusting fellow. I will not go lightly.
Worthless lives end here.
Okay, good. That's one off of her. She should be able to go through the bridge now. Oh, not unless they do that. Oh no. Oh, that was scary.
I will not go lightly.
If their positioning was perfect, they might have been able to block her in one of these corners here. Okay, and we're fine now. We'll go ahead and have Branwen cast Bless, because why not? We have all the time in the world now. We no longer need to worry or rush around. Just in time, too. If it took a pretty brutal hit there. I guess these are slashers. Maybe we should play a little more conservatively and have him do the dance game.
Save your thanks. Hey, this is a trusty. A new god rules this planet now. Thank God. A new god.
And will not go lightly.
Can't help but feel that we should try Edwin's final color spray, but we really want to make sure that all the party members are out of the way.
Thank God.
Maybe this is the right angle, hopefully.
Hey, this is a trusty fella.
Ha! Nice!
Save your whatever you got.
Crisis averted. Let's get out of here.
Trusty fella.
Oh, no, we can't. Oh, we are getting some dialogue. Interesting. I didn't expect this. We must have had to be out of combat for it to trigger. So the witch Dynahair is dead. I would have thought her more formidable to be far from her homeland. Why then was she here? Her demise is not the checkmate I had hoped for. Merely the check. What? What do you want? Oh yes, the matter of payment. Although I begin to doubt whether their input was all that vital. Still, something for their trouble is in order, if only to appease them. As we never fixed a price, your payment shall be 1 year of my services as a wizard. I am sure you agree that my guidance will be far more valuable than any monetary sum. I suppose that shall suffice, though it's a dirty switch you've pulled.
Thank God.
Interesting. He mentions he'll be in your service for a year. I mean, the game keeps track of days. I wonder if you make a year pass if he'll leave the party. Anyway, I realize we're not finished here. We never got that Tome of Leadership, so we'll have to stick around. Otherwise, I think that's where we're going to end the episode today. That was a brutal, bloodshed episode of non-stop null combat. Wow, game is a lot harder on hard, as the name would suggest. Guys, thank you again for dropping by for another episode of Please Insert CD Let's Plays. If you're interested, we got a link at the bottom where you can go check out our site. Otherwise, thank you again for watching, sticking around with a crazy person like myself who plays Baldur's Gate. I hope you have a great day, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Take care out there.